Welcome. In this virtual information session, I'll give you more information about our Master of Science in International Business program, our concentration in human resources, and the Global Leadership and Strategy Certificate. My name is Vladislav Maximov. I'm an associate professor at the Management Department. I'm also the director of the program. This is my third year in this position. We'll cover first and foremost some of the program features, the background, the curriculum, what we offer. Then I'll give you some more information about our ambassadors, career opportunities, the costs of the program, additional financial information, and what you need to do to apply. Our program was ranked as the best online masters in international business in 2023. That ranking largely reflects the overall high quality versus affordability of the program. It's relatively affordable. Our institution is accredited. In fact, it has a double accreditation. There are multiple services that are available for online students, and the quality of the program is very high given the quality of the faculty who teach in the program and also the unique curriculum that we have put together. The program is fully online. It does not have a face-to-face option, which provides flexibility in terms of location and your schedule. We cover some of the cutting-edge topics in international business. Our curriculum is designed to cover the most important aspects of international business as far as management is concerned. Our orientation is more on management. We emphasize that cross-cultural issues and some of the topics of today, such as sustainability, international strategy, and also working online, sometimes in virtual teams with different people from different cultures, and so forth. Largely, despite the fact that it's an online program, it actually provides extensive multicultural immersion opportunities. Some of it comes because of the diverse student body, although the students are domestic, but the students are very diverse, and each and one of them has, and every one of them has some international connection, whether it's personal or work related. And then the faculty are also very diverse, both in terms of national origin, but also in terms of the places that they have been, they have worked at, and also their expertise in their particular area. All of them are great scholars in their field. The curriculum is designed so that you're introduced to all the cutting-edge concepts that you need to know, so you receive a great conceptual foundation. Then there's also opportunities for you to do research, do your own research, learn more about your own topic of interest, become an expert in an area. And then we have courses that are very hands-on, very applied, where you also have experiential opportunities, but also consulting experiences. There will be also opportunities in case you're interested in those. They're not part of the program, they're outside of the program, but if you're interested in any opportunities to showcase your research, then you'll be supported to do that. There are multiple events that take place locally, domestically, internationally, in terms of conferences, expos, symposia, workshops. You will learn more about that, and if you like, you can participate in those. Our program is can be taken in 1 year if you're enrolled full time. It requires 30 credit hours, which is 10 courses. If you enroll full time, you can take 4 in fall, 4 in spring, and 2 in summer, and be done in 1 year. But you can also do the program as a part-time student. Most students take, well, about half of the students take a 12 months plan of study, which is 1 year. Many go with more of a 20 months plan of study, but then there are also individual cases that take longer or shorter period of time. It is the program is designed with 21 required credits, which means that 7 of the courses are required and 3 are elective. And then the same applies to the concentration. If you're in the concentration in human resources, then you're essentially enrolled in the full program. You're simply, instead of electives, you're taking concentration courses. But you still have an option. We have built-in flexibility for you to still take 1 or 2 electives. And as far as the certificate in global leadership and strategy, that requires 4 courses or 12 credit hours. And is usually completed within 2 semesters, sometimes 3 semesters, depending on when the student prefers to take their elective. Our full program curriculum is organized as you can see here on the slide. 4 courses are offered in the fall and 3 in spring. As far as the required courses go, one of the courses in the fall is one of the human resource courses. We have flexibility there. You can take that one or any of the other 3. We offer a total of 4, so you have some flexibility there. But so it is evenly balanced between the fall and spring, and then you can select 3 elective courses. We have a relatively large list now of electives. Some of those are offered by us. They're our own courses, and usually those are the human resource courses that we offer for the concentration. They're also available as electives. We also offer special topics in international business. That's a course that we offer in summer, and there we can offer any topic that would like to complement all the other topics that we offer. And then we offer electives, some of which are courses in the MBA programs. Some are in the accounting. Advanced business law is part of the accounting program. Then the economics, the managerial economics is an MBA class. Then we have several courses from information systems and technology management. A good number of students are interested in some of those. As you can see, there's global cyber threat analysis, project management for dynamic environments, IT-driven disruptive innovation. Many of those are favorites among our students. One of the MBA electives is a different type of course. It's a study abroad. It always takes place in spring. This is the MBA 745. This year in 24, it took place in Prague, Czech Republic, as it is well known, but recently the name is Czechia. So we have to keep that in mind. And of course, keep that in mind. Many of our students are interested in this MBA elective. In the pictures here that were shared by one of our ambassadors who went on this trip, you can see a group of about 20 students. 5 or 6 of those students are from our program. One important thing to note about this is that you need to be here in the fall, because the process starts in the fall with applying and registering. for this course. So if you're a spring student, then you need to stay for the following spring if you would like to take this advantage of this opportunity. The course is not necessarily always offered in Prague. For example, sometimes we may consider other places like Germany, but Prague has been quite popular throughout the years. There is extra cost involved with that that's related to travel, but the extra cost also includes the tuition. You do get 3 credits for this course. There's some assignments. There's one major assignment at the end that you need to write a paper, but generally there's quite a bit of flexibility around that assignment. And then there's several smaller assignments, but generally this is not a typical course. It's the main feature of the course is the 1-week trip that takes place over spring break. If you would like to enroll in the human resource concentration, the course stays the same. In other words, all the required coursework are the same. Again, you can take the global human resource management that we offer in the fall as one of the required, or any of the others. But since you will be enrolled in the human resource concentration, you will be taking other courses, other HR courses as well. The requirement is that you select 3 out of the 4. As long as you take 3 out of the 4, then you will complete the requirements for the concentration. And if you want to take all 4, then that's perfectly fine. If you want to go with only 3, then that opens up an opportunity for you to take another elective. One of the courses that we offer that's very hands-on in the spring, it's the International Collaboration Project. There you will experience X-Culture. Our own Vas Taras, who teaches this course, is the person who started X-Culture as a initiative about 15 years ago. And since then, it has grown in this huge global collaborative initiative or experience for students, where students work in virtual cross-cultural teams with students from universities in other countries, and they work on projects provided by employers. So it is a true consulting experience for real clients, and it is a great experience. Students always have great feedback based on their experiences in this course. It is not a traditional course in a sense. It is a very hands-on, very experiential based, but it's a consulting-based course. It is a great opportunity for students to experience international business and also working in an international business environment. There are opportunities with X-Culture that go beyond the course that you will see. They'll be shared with you by Vastars. But even if you don't do any of that, or if you're not interested in any of that, generally the experience of X-Culture is very well perceived by employers, especially employers that have participated in the X-Culture project as a client. So keep that in mind. It's a great experience to put on your resume. For the Global Leadership and Strategy Certificate, you're required to take 4 credits. 3 of those are required. 2 of those are offered in the fall semester and 1 in the spring. So it is impossible to take the certificate in 1 semester. You require a minimum of 2. If you elect your elective, to be in spring or in fall, then you can take it in 2 semesters, but you can also take an elective in summer. Many of the electives are offered in summer, a good number are offered in spring, and only one on this list here is offered in fall. In case you would like to transfer from the certificate to the full program, you can do that as long as you maintain a GPA of 3.0 or higher, then we can consider that. We have had examples of this taking place in the past. The requirement of GPA of 3.0 is anyway a requirement that you need to keep in mind. That's a requirement by the graduate school for you to graduate. So this is anyway by for your graduate studies, you cannot graduate with a GPA lower than 3.0. It needs to be 3.0 or higher. So keep that in mind. It will come up during the program. It's relevant for various issues, including this, to transfer from the certificate to the full program, or if you would like to become an ambassador. All of these requirements come up. Your GPA needs to be higher than 3.0. I can say a few words about what I call professional development opportunities beyond the classroom. As I mentioned in the beginning, there are opportunities for you to go to different places and to showcase your research. We have had interests in those opportunities throughout the years. We have had students go to Miami. As you can see here, some of the pictures are from there. Students went to also Warsaw, Poland. Some of the pictures at the top are from there. We had students, and those were international conferences. The major international conference in international business is called AIB. 2 years ago, it was here in Miami. Then it was in Warsaw. Last year, it was in Seoul, Korea. Next year, it's going to be in Louisville, Kentucky. It always takes place in summer. But there are other opportunities the students went to. There is a very local on-campus showcase of graduate research and creativity. Sometimes students go there and present a poster. There was a conference that was local, took place in Charleston, South Carolina, early this year. It's called SETSI, Southeast Decision Sciences Institute. It accepts a wide variety of topics, papers on various topics in business. And we had 2 students who attended and won Best Paper Award, which was basically second place. So there are opportunities like these. There are others as well that I usually share on our portal and through other means, but especially through our portal that you'll be aware of. And if you have a paper that you're working on, some research, then and you're interested in any of those opportunities, then you can submit the paper, and then if it's accepted, we can consider providing financial support. In the past, we have always actually been able to provide some, at least partial financial support. So students were able to attend some of these events. There are also opportunities related to publishing your research. In fact, from my experience, I have seen very high quality of research and papers that certainly have the potential for that. We did have one paper that was published in one of the journals that's a very applied or practitioner-oriented journal within international business. That's AIB Insights. It stands for Actionable International Business Insights. Especially in the courses that I teach in the program, I use articles from this journal. So if you enroll in the program, you will learn more about that. And of course, you can always inquire with me about these opportunities, but the main point is that the program and all the faculty strongly support those kinds of initiatives, the school as well. And you're more than welcome to take advantage of those. Now, a very important resource in the program is our ambassadors. We have several graduate student ambassadors. Those are students who are still enrolled in the program. Those are Fabiana Ciofetti, Shay Kearns, and Carrie Phipps. Once a student graduates, then they can become an alumni ambassador if they like. Currently, we have Hayden Choinier. We have had also others, but Hayden has been the most active. Some of the ambassadors, graduate student ambassadors that we had until recently who graduated may join as alumni ambassadors, so this list may grow. But this is a very important resource for students, for prospective students, also for current students, because you can always contact, in addition to me, you can always contact some of the ambassadors for their perspective. If you would like the student's perspective, or the students' help, or the students' take on a particular issue, or if you would like to inquire about courses, instructors, content, experiences of any kind, then those are great points of contact that you can exploit. You can become also an ambassador if you would like. What's required is that you spend at least one semester in the program, and that your GPA is at least 3.0. And then you can apply and become an ambassador. This is a process that is handled by Savannah Martin, who is one of our admissions experts. Okay, if you're an ambassador, you usually help with information sessions such as this one, orientations, most of the time some other events if we organize some, and just as a point of contact by students if there are any inquiries. All right, as far as career opportunities, a degree in international business opens up a lot of opportunities, not only in business, in industry and with corporations. It also opens up opportunities for organizations that are in different sectors, such as in government. Many of the government agencies deal with international business, with trade, international trade, with international law, with a number of different international issues, some of which may be more on the international relations side, but international relations are very closely connected to international business, with international trade, so you have opportunities in that realm as well. There are, of course, opportunities within education. There's international finance. If you're more of a person who's interested in finance, there is international finance. So there are opportunities with that. Healthcare is a separate sector. Some of that is experiencing internationalization, globalization. There are opportunities with that, and of course, hospitality is a huge area. Separate, it's within business, but it's a type of business on its own, and it is very globalized. So there are, of course, opportunities in that. In many ways, if you're looking for an opportunity in industry, the only opportunities are not necessarily only in businesses that are already international or multinational enterprises. Sometimes they could be just within those. You can work for a company that's American, that's US based, and has global operations. You can also work for a company that's foreign, that's a foreign multinational enterprise, like let's say Volvo, that has local operations here. And so you can work for the local operations. You would still have an international dimension to your work. Many of the things that you learn in our program are about managing diversity, managing people of different backgrounds, cultural backgrounds generally, but really people of very diverse backgrounds. And in that sense, that will help in all of your interactions at work, managing such people, working with those people, whether you're in an international company or not. Even if you're in a company that's domestic, the degree will still help you very much with this micro element of management or just working with other people. Teamwork, leadership, so forth, skills that are very soft and extremely valuable in today's workplace. There are also some more macro issues that companies within the US are experiencing that are very similar to those experienced by international companies, because the US is a large country. It has a lot of states. The states, in many ways, sometimes in regulation, actually act very similarly to different states, to foreign states, to countries. And so crossing state borders within the US is similar to crossing national borders. And so a lot of the things from a very strategic point of view that are relevant to international businesses are also relevant to domestic business, to US businesses specifically, or to businesses in any large country that has provinces or states. All right, I'll say a few words about the costs of the program. Relatively, as I said in the beginning, it's a very affordable program, especially if you're an in-state student. If you're outside of North Carolina, that means that your home state is one of the other states in the US. Then the cost goes up relatively significantly compared to the in-state cost, but it is still a very affordable program, even with that cost. If you're an out-of-state student, which means that you're an international student, then the cost becomes significant. And that is also already a substantial amount. So it varies a lot across those three categories. The cost for part-time is slightly higher than the full-time, because the cost per credit hour is slightly higher, but the difference is not very large. Also, for the certificate program, the cost per credit hour is slightly higher, and this is where per credit hour the cost is higher, but then of course for the whole program it's much lower, because you're only required to take 12 credit hours. What's important here is that there are opportunities for financial aid that you can explore. In fact, I will highly recommend a different kind of webinar or a virtual information session that's focused on the financial side of your master's education, that's offered by our admissions team. So I would highly recommend that you attend one of those to learn everything about financing your master's education. But in addition to regular financial aid through loans, there are opportunities related to scholarships. In fact, now there is a platform, Scholarship Universe. It's a portal. You will be made aware of that. This is where you can enter your information, and you'll be automatically, maybe sometimes with some effort or input from you, to a lot of different potential scholarship opportunities within UNCG, also outside UNCG, that you qualify for. And so that's a really useful, practical portal where with which it becomes much easier to search for or to qualify for a scholarship. So you can explore those opportunities beyond the information here by first going to one of those other webinars that are devoted to that topic. Then for admissions, We offer admissions in fall, spring, and summer. The deadlines for fall are June 15th, but March 1st is the 31st is the priority deadline. For spring, the deadline is November 15th. Summer, it's April 1st, but March 1st is the priority. And sorry, for fall, March 1st is the priority deadline. We look at applications on a rolling basis, which means that you can submit an application anytime during the year. And usually within a week or two, you already have a decision, because that's the your application goes through the graduate school, but then comes to our program. And, in this case, it comes to me. So I usually within a week or two am able to look over your materials and make a decision on that. It is a relatively easy process. All you need to have is an undergraduate degree, and then you submit the transcript for that. We need 3 letters of recommendation, preferably from employers, people who know you at work or in an academic capacity. Please do not submit letters of recommendation that are personal, from family members or relatives or friends. We also require personal statements. This is a place that you can describe your motivations to pursue a master's degree, and specifically a master's degree in international business. Why are you interested in our program? How would that program help you advance your career or your future plans? And how will that help you develop professionally? How will you contribute to that program? We want to hear more about your thoughts about why you're pursuing this program. This is the only place where we can learn more about you. So please spend some time to tell us about you and how we fit in your life. And then resume is also important. This is where we also learn about you. If you have any leadership, volunteer experiences, anything that's outside of work, outside of school, please include those. Those are important points that we take into account. A GMAT GRE score is not required, but if you have one, you can submit it. We'll consider that. The application fee will be waived if you attend a live virtual information session, or if you watch this one, which is recorded. And otherwise, of course, everybody pays $65 if they don't do that. But if you're watching that, then you'll get the refund. And then, or it will be waived. And then, of course, if you're non-native English speaker, we'll need evidence of English language proficiency. And that is all. It is a relatively easy process. If there's anything, of course, anytime, you can always contact me or our admissions team. If you're not quite sure if you would like to enroll full program or even a certificate at the master's level, then there is an option for you to be a visiting student at the Bryan School. We call that Bryan Prelude program, where you can be admitted as long as you have an undergraduate degree. There is no problem. You would be easily admitted into that program as a visiting student. That program allows you to take a master's course and get your feet wet and see if that's something for you, if that's something that you would like to pursue. More of this is something that will really help you. You can basically test out this experience, and if you decide that it's for you, and if you would like to apply to a certificate or a program, you can do that. Once you're admitted, you can use the credits that you got in that course that you took as a visiting student. Keep in mind, though, that that grade that you got counts as any other grade that you got into the enrolled as a regular student in a program. So if you get anything below a B, that's a problem. It's not going to be erased. So keep that in mind. You still need a good grade, and always shoot for a B or above. That's the motto here at the graduate school. For all graduate programs at UNCG, you need to shoot for B or higher, and that's valid for the preload program. But it still allows you to just without enrolling in a full program, just to test out what it looks like by being part of the Bryan preload program. I hope that this was helpful, that this is all helpful information for you. Thank you so much for your interest in the program. If there are any questions or anything that you would like to know more about, or something that I did not cover in this information session, then please don't hesitate to contact me. The email that you see here on the slide is the most convenient way, but if you go to the website, you will see that email. You will also see my phone number, my work phone number. That's also a way to contact me, so please don't hesitate to do that. I'll be happy to help you. You can also contact our admissions team, Jennifer Chapman or Savannah Martin. You, of course, are welcome to contact any of our ambassadors. For the graduate student ambassadors, their information is also available on the website. So you're welcome to do that. Thank you so much for your interest, and I do hope that you apply and enroll in our program.